We have a segment on this show called Top 3, where we get our listeners to write into us with top 3 lists they wish us to populate and opine upon. Our friend Yorgo in the Discord. And by the way, if you would like to submit a top 3 list, tweet at me tweet at us, I should say, at The Goods Pod, or join the Discord, linktree.com/thegoods-pod, and chat with Sam. And I are on there every day talking to the people.
I have no job.
We have nothing to do.
No
Carter,
one to talk to.
Carter's on there like once a month, whatever.
People are always asking us what Carter's doing.
Yeah.
And we're saying, I don't even know if Carter likes me. I don't even know.
I have used the phrase Carter is a private man.
Yeah.
I am a private person, and I will search my name on the Discord and see if people are talking about me.
Yeah.
And if they are, then great. I'll go back to my affairs.
So Yorgo wants to know the top 3 songs you never get tired of. So this one, I'm going to just run mine down real quick as a matter of principle anytime. And I realize it's lame because of the band involved and because of the classic I'm doing a thing. And so I should play a song that describes the thing I'm doing. But anytime I'm flying anywhere, as soon as the plane starts taking off, I got to cue up Fly By Night by Rush. That's a fucking, that's the dorkiest answer. Fuck yeah.
My life, fuck yeah.
Yeah. I just turned 38, and 80s Rush has entered my life in a really upsetting way. I'm not proud of it, folks, but it's just something that happens with age. My second one, Bombs Over Baghdad by Outkast.
Nice.
Anytime that shit drops, that is an immediate hell yeah. Power music, electric revival, hard to fucking beat. And then along the same lines, number 1, it's never going to not hit, and that is Rage Against the Machine, Bulls on Parade.
Nice.
Yeah.
You like to come with it now.
Yeah. Well, and I like it's got the big riff at the beginning, and then they don't give it to you again until the very end. And when that switch happens, that's when I'm the most ready to topple the government.
Is that the wow, wow?
Yeah. Well, people remember the ow wow chicka wow wow, but what you don't remember is the bano bano at the beginning.
Yeah, I remember.
And then but then at the end they're doing a bow chicka wow, and then it hits. Then they change it to the banam banam. Oh,
You think the producer talked about it that way?
that moment? Hey man, if you're as good as music as Tom Morell, you probably could talk about that way, and he would just be like, yeah. So that's my top 3. Maria, what you got?
Oh God, I know. This is embarrassing. I just like whatever I hear last.
Wait, you dislike whatever your last?
No, I like things that I've heard a lot of. So I am the person who gets into pop music, where I go,
Right.
"Oh, that's nice."
Okay.
And why? Because I've just heard it. I heard it, and it has that same chord change that everybody likes. So I feel like I can't qualify this one because I just feel like I'm too suggestible to be discerning.
Okay.
I just like it. Oh, it's that sound again.
Well, when you put on music, what do you do?
Yeah.
Do you
I
just
put on
like
the radio.
You just you do
Okay.
On the radio, and then
play.
and then I play, and I won't even tell you some of the artists I play because of their horrible political stances. Yeah,
P. Diddy, Kanye,
Not P. Diddy,
R. Kelly.
but,
Big country, like a lot of country stuff.
I did like.
Oh,
I can't even tell you.
oh no.
It's awful. Morgan Wallen.
Oh, okay.
He's very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's got a nice voice, but I know he's not great. And then, I mean, I like, Taylor Swift.
You like a Chaperone?
Chaperone. I haven't heard her song as much. Could I hear it one more time and then I'll love it? That's what happens. I just have to hear it 3 times, and then I'm like, that's so good.
That was one of those I just became aware of her just from scrolling internet, and I was like, this will eventually just via osmosis enter my brain. I don't need to explore this further.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like Taylor Swift. I'm like, I'm going to hear it in a drugstore, so I don't need to actively go after this.
But I like learning about, I like new sounds. Like, I'm trying to think of, what's that one that has the electric jug in it?
Oh, 13th floor elevator.
Oh, yeah.
Rocky
Erickson.
And I finally found a live video of them from like 1964,
Whoa.
5 or 6, whatever. and he's playing the jug in the back.
That just makes me laugh.
And he's the founder of the band, so he's in it. He's on 3 albums.
That makes me
Yeah.
laugh so hard. It's like the one guy who's the founder plays this weird thing, and it's like everything sounds the same except this.
Yeah.
He does the same thing.
Yeah, he just. Yeah.
Every song.
And then we saw Kraftwerk. I mean, I like here because he taught, or not taught me, but like he has really specific things that he's passionate about. So it's like I get to learn. It's interesting, and then I've learned to really love. Like I love Kraftwerk. I do.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's at the Walt Disney Concert Hall,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
She
What
bought
album did you go
tickets.
to?
We went to Man Machine.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, and she got tickets front row, and she was laughing, I think, for the whole hour and a half.
It just was
'Cause
so
you're just standing
fucking
there.
funny. Like the part of the thing, because I watched some of their videos online of them being when they're in their 20s, and they're just jumping around with machines and stuff like that. And now they're all, or few of them are in their late 70s, so they're like, one key.
There's only one original member now, I think.
And I'm just like, right on. Because you start thinking about that. I'm 54, and I go, yeah, what can I do on stage where I won't hurt myself?
But your body of work is just captivating people.
Yeah. Just trying to. And so actually, my new solution is to play my mom. I'm getting a little fat suit made. Not that I'm not growing into it. And soon I won't need it. But just.
Is that going to open up pratfalls more?
Yeah, would, especially if I get a little cushion. If I get a little cushion around it, I make the falls more cozy. Because I do like to fall in my act, and I do, but now my skin is more thin as I've gotten older, so it turns into a big purple giant bruise, and it's shocking. How
You
aging
bleed for
works.
your art.
You bleed for your art, but it's so funny.
Scott, how do you feel about your wife hurting herself on stage?
Aw. No, I think I have to go up there sometimes and grab her or help her. Yes.
If I asked you to, yeah, I'd be down, but
Only if she
good.
drinks a cold brew. And
That's
then you,
right.
Yeah,
the legs
yeah.
stop working.
You could ruin the show if she did her pratfall and you just go, "Oh my God, are you okay?"
Honey, no. Yeah. That would be funny.
It'd be funny for everyone here except for her.
Sometimes she gets real nervous before a show. I said, I'll just be your hype man behind you. I think that would be funny as hell.
I think that'd be so funny, and I would love that.
I'll just be holding the cane.
No, you gotta have the air horn. Give the doo doo
The
doo.
air horn.
Yeah.
Or like in third base. Remember that guy with the cane? I don't know if you're...
Oh,
Pete
yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, Pete Nice. Yeah, there we go.
You get a
the
bowler
gas
hat.
face.
That's right.
What you got, Scott? What are your
3...
songs you never get tired of?
There's a live album by Roxy Music 1974.
Ooh, good
There's
choice.
like 6 songs on it, but there's the first song on there called Out of the Blue, and the drumming, and it's just great. I've listened to that in loops.
Wow.
So I hate flying, so I'll just put one song on a loop, and I'll take Xanax, and that's what I do. Just and
Roxy Music, weirdly, that's kind of a good description of it, is flying on Xanax over and over. In a
And
loop.
then our trip, we just came back from Iceland. I had Kate Bush's Rocket's Tale from Central World, I think. And it's not even her great hit, but I love that song, and it was just on loop. Go
Hell yeah.
listen to it. It's great. And then I listen to this on a loop all the time, like not even on the plane. It's by Carl Orff. It's O Fortuna, and it's like that. Boom. But there's one, I have this vinyl of it, and the kettle drums are so mic'd, and it's just like, to me, it's just going to battle. And
hold on. What's it like, Maria, when you come home and he's blasting the hell music?
I like that. I love that song. That's dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun,
Yeah, the hell music.
I watch the videos of it on YouTube. I think it's one of the greatest songs ever made.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you came to love it.
No, I'm very suggestible.
Okay.
So, like, if you're into
Open-minded.
it, I'll
Okay,
go,
all right.
oh my God, that's not, I see why it's beautiful, and I
Yeah.
see why it's wonderful. But I do only last an hour and a half at any given performance, including Sue's
You've
stand-up
done less.
comedy.
That's fair.
She'll do 20 minutes sometimes.
What?
In Sweden at the Father John Misty.
No, we were there for an hour and a half.
No, I think you saw five
No,
songs.
because we stayed. The opener went for 45,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
right.
yeah.
and then you got Father John Misty, and he does a half hour, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Especially stand-up shows. Like anything past an hour and a half is like torture.
Oh yeah.
No, that's ridiculous. I know sometimes when somebody goes, oh, they went on for 3-4 hours, I go, about what?
Yeah.
Like at that point, like
It's what else? What else?
Yeah,
like on
what
their
else?
phone.
Or even like the human experience, like you've covered it all now. Like, if you haven't covered everything in 2 hours.
And one more thing about microplastics.
It's more like you hear that and then you realize it's Dave Chappelle talking to two people in the room at the comedy store, and the staff is like, we can't tell him to leave or get off stage, and he's like, what do you think about Palestine? And it's like hour 4.
Yeah. Well, that is the right venue to solve that particular situation.
The comedy store.
The comedy store
exactly.
at 2 a.m. when there's 3 people and they're all
people
drunk.
talking about things, really seems to solve. Diplomacy is really always.
I called my local representative
Yeah.
and said, hey, can you tell those guys to knock it off?
Strongly worded.
You know those guys over there? Tell them to stop.
Wait,
I
and
don't
what's,
agree with
and
it.
what's your zip code? Knock it off. Thank you so much.
Y'all quit.
It's like I got lists on my notes of like things to do today. Solve that is at the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Clean my car was a little above it. I had a lot of stuff to do that day.
Oh man, yeah. When you were talking about Carl Orff, I just picture, not even a relationship, just having a new friend to go into their house and they're just listening to the hell music and just going, no, listen to the drums. I'd be like, that might not be.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
That's good. That's
All right.
good.
But I could do. There's albums I listen to all the time, like the first Jesus Mary Chain album.
Oh,
There's
sure, yeah.
The singles "Going Steady" by the Buzzcocks. I mean, there's albums I just listen to over and over.
What about the throat singer guy?
Oh my God, Tuvan throat singers.
Oh yeah.
I love
yeah.
any of those.
Do you fuck with Congerel Andar?
Oh, I
that's
don't
my
know that.
that's
name.
my guy.
Maybe I know Hunhuter.
Oh yeah.
There's one group that does.
Hey, everybody here, go fuck yourselves. We're talking throat.
One group that does Joy Division covers.
Joy Division?
Joy Division, like
That's cool.
I'm sorry. What?
yeah, Joy Division. Those guys suffer a lot from throat
I
cancer.
fucking bet.
And then the Ethiopian guy you like to listen to?
Oh, like there's Ethiopiques. It's like a big movement of music in the 60s and 70s.
Oh, right.
Even in the 80s.
It's like 20 volumes of it. Or
Yeah. That's great stuff.
Yeah, they got that on Spotify, right?
Yeah.
Somebody
It's-
else sent me that.
It's not like anything you've heard before. Yeah.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
Because you just will like play music the whole time you're painting.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You'll paint
But
for,
sometimes I'll have the same record on for 8 hours.
wow.
It's so funny. Like one of my best friends growing up is also a painter and illustrator.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, you got the best diverse, crazy music things because it is just such a amount of just you have to spend time concentrating, but listening to yourself. So Sean's got the best music recs, and so far,
good.
you're killing it too.
I can't listen to podcasts when I paint.
Yeah,
because there's words.
Yeah.
Or I can't listen to books either.
I can't do it when I write.
Yeah.
When you're writing, what do you do? Like what?
I
Walk?
don't listen to anything.
But yeah.
I like to. Yeah, well, and I like to. I can't get myself to do anything because I have no ambition left. So I have to get a witness. So either I do go write at shows, or I will perform whatever I've written in my notebook to individuals who I've met via Twitter.
Oh,
okay.
Or friends who I'll pay friends. It's Los Angeles. It's Road Warrior. Everyone,
So you're doing TaskRabbit for jokes?
Well, yeah, just because like I want everybody deserves to get paid in Los Angeles, and it's ridiculous, and so I'm grateful for my friends because I feel it's safe. I feel
Yeah,
safe.
Right. Yeah.
And they're gonna they're going to say, that's amazing. That is so good. I mean, it's so funny. And that's the kind of
Well, you did
friendship
those.
I need.
You did those matinee shows in East Hollywood for a while, right? At the
And I do
clubhouse.
8 a.m. shows now in Altadena. I just want to get it over with.
That's right.
Sure.
Which is the attitude.
That post-show feeling is nice. Where you just right,
and then
hit
you
something.
just ride that the rest of the day. Just go, I'm done.
8 a.m.
nice.
It's so
Yeah.
wild.
Right? You have a cup of coffee. The whole audience is kind of weirded out by the process, and everybody's bored in Los Angeles or underemployed, and so they don't have it. They make fun of it. Everybody makes fun of it. They go,
it's sure.
Biff, what are you doing? Dude, it's only 8 a.m. And they go, hey, do you let guest sets or how dare you?
It's like the real thing is it's got to be 4 hours and everyone's drunk and it's filled with tension. Like that's the real thing.
I made me laugh so hard. This one guy showed up to an 8 a.m. show and he goes, "Hey, this show was starting at I started sharp at 8 a.m. because like what's the point?
Yeah.
Right.
We're not holding for the door. What?
Yeah.
And but this guy goes, he was at the show and he was kind of on his phone the whole time, and I'm like, all right, okay, well, enjoy yourself. And then he comes and he goes, hey, I was just thinking, I was hoping I could get a spot opening for you guys. I know you're doing this a couple times this week, but. Yeah, I didn't get here. He came in the show late, and then had his phone out the whole time. And I'm like, yeah, man, you're going about this all wrong. And especially, like, there's so many other places you can do this. Like, be shitty at doing stand-up. Do it somewhere else. Don't wake up early.
It's like going up to someone on like an elliptical or something and be like, "Hey, I'd like a job."
Yeah. Hey, I was. I don't know. It's so strange. But I mean, not that I'm not doing that too. I love the easy way of doing anything. Like I love to go.
Same, yeah.
Hey, I'm just here. Could I do what you're doing?
Same.
Now, of course, you can because you know,
Well, I try not to do that. I try to
Really?
put my name in the bucket at open mics, but a lot of times they're very. Sometimes
They rig it.
They rig it. Oh, they totally rig
ruthlessly.
it.
Yeah,
Just because you're famous.
Yeah,
They put you up early at the
they'll put me
open
up
mic.
earlier, and I'm like, shit, I know that's asinine because I remember being in the open mic and being like, fucking so and so is here, and I've been here. I go here every week, and they can go up someplace nice, and they can ruin someone else's day. Like, why are they coming?
We
to
were
my
in
favorite
Reykjavik
place?
last week, and she went into an open mic,
Right.
and they let her go right up.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
And guess what? I took that cruise ship audience and I did 5 minutes, my best suicide material. And I lightly dropped the mic into the receiver.
See you guys on the upper deck.
Yeah, see you on the ship.
I think I just laid an upper decker.
I gotta say, the first time I ever got like a bucket rigged in my favor, like I was the same way. I was like, "That's bullshit." Been over 3 hours. And the first time it happened in my favor, I was like, "Oh, this rules." This is great. Yeah.
Well, it's because now I go, well, I guess if that's a benefit. I mean, I've been doing it 30, but still, it's like no.
Yeah.
You're going to an open mic because it's easy to get here, and because you like the vibe, you get to wait with the bucket with everybody else, and
Right.
that's the beauty of the democracy. So I'm going to hold myself to it. The next time we're at an open mic, I'm not going to let them rig it. Because they rig it every
That's
time
not-
I go to
they
the
do.
thing. They rig it every time.
You should go, I'm just going to wait to put my name in.
Yeah.
And then go last on purpose and have the worst time ever.
And the
Maybe
time
I'll have the best time ever.
It's true.
So
Sometimes it gets better.
yeah, sometimes it does get better, and you're like, oh my God, this guy did a whole rhyming act that was misogynist and body positive. How do you do that?
I saw the pictures from the one this week, and I wanted to go, but there's a guy who went up with a TV for a head.
Whoa,
at PDA.
Mr. TV, he's back. Like, who else could it be? Holy shit, are you serious?
I don't know what it was. Well, there's also a guy at PDA who just does weird bits all the time with animatronic stuff.
Hold on. When you say a TV, was the TV on his head or was it a cutout giant TV that he was
No, it
performing
looked like
in?
a real working television.
Oh, okay. It's not Mr. TV. That guy is. I never want to find out what happened to Mr. TV. When I first moved to LA in 2012, it was a guy who had on wheels, I would say a 5 or 6 foot tall TV that was very like kind of 60s kind of cool mid mod sort of looking TV, and it was just a big cutout, and he would roll it up and he would do the thing where he'd reach down and be like, now I'm going to change the channel, and then he would do an act out inside the TV. And it's one of those like you would just see him outside of an open mic with his gigantic prop, and you're like, okay, Mr. TV's here. He lugged those up a stairs.
Wow.
That was you almost that was like 2012 just smashed me in the face when you said there was a guy with a fucking TV on his head. I was like, oh my god, is it Mr. fucking TV? But
there's just a guy who makes like animatronic and like digital like comedy like art pieces.
Okay.
Oh, I've seen him.
Yeah.
It's really great, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
He's
pretty funny.
insanely
oh, my
good,
guy's
yeah.
just a nut. Okay.
This guy had like a wizard's hat that talked with a mouth and stuff, but you
Whoa.
didn't see it coming until it just started talking.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Jesus.
Hey.
Hello.
I still have like in my head just a perfect vision of Mr. TV pushing the TV over a hill into a sunset at some point. I like to picture it. I don't know.
There was an open mic that used to be, and it was my idea with another comic, do it at the top of a hill in Griffith Park with just a megaphone.
Oh, wow.
And it went on for, I want to say, like a couple months. And then it slowly became just like this sad circle where we'd all sit around in a circle and just say our acts to each other.
Just became a writing
Focus group, yeah.
a jam session.
Yeah, there's some that started like that during the pandemic.
Oh, right.
Yes.
But it turned into some bad energy thing. But also, where like two comics like tried to physically fight each
I was
other
about
at
to
the top
say.
of the mountain or something. There's like long-standing beef between them over it, over the hiking open mic.
People are like, is it like people are getting drunk on the way out to?
They're probably probably up there, and
They get
getting
they're
drunk
just
out
fully
and
drunk out
talking
there, and then they have to.
Wow.
Oh boy!
I know they were doing it at the Pan Pacific Park at some point.
Oh, I did one there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? I'm just cool
Pacific
with stand up
Park.
being dead forever rather than going to
you're
this.
at the like amphitheater thing outside that's right next to the Holocaust
Right.
Memorial Museum. So
Yeah.
you're just like, okay,
Good
like,
vibes
this
all
is here
around.
for performance, but this is also very weird.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's COVID on top of that. So you're like, apocalypse plus
End of the
Holocaust.
world.
Yeah. It's
I was
great.
thinking of like inappropriate places to be an influencer, like a travel influencer. Like, hey, I'm at the Holocaust Museum.
And guys, it was so fun.
This is, yeah.
Going
know
on
it-
Tuesday, which is crazy because
I know it's fucked up,
cool.
but I'm going to say they have the best burgers in DC. I'm just going to say it.
And then the little shoes. Did you see the room with all the little shoes?
Oh, man,
I
that's
am
rough.
wearing.
Yeah,
But we
that's
saw
real.
an influencer in Iceland who
front of
was
a church.
she was like doing cute poses and stuff.
Oh, boy.
Like in front of this like a barren like Lutheran church from the 1940s. Like it was just like
It was
this
a famous
famous
but
church
She
that's-
was being all sexy.
she was
and
just kind of
coy.
like, hey, and like, oh my god.
The people who were constructing that church, like one day. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I saw that at the Modern Art Museum here in the African history art section. A woman like taking a butt pic right in front of like slave art, like a depiction of slaves or something like that. It's like they're probably going for some like juxtaposition thing.
Yeah.
This just looks creepy and crazy.
Well, now
Bad.
there's a thing called rage bait now.
What's that?
It's people posting stuff to intentionally
Oh, yeah.
get people
make people
angry.
mad.
Trolling.
For,
Yeah.
for engagement. Like that's more important than it.
'cause
People
you
liking
get-
stuff is just
you can get
engaging
paid
with it.
for views of
For
people
really?
being like, I hate this.
Oh yeah. Oh, you'll see food videos where
Yeah,
instead of using a
mukbang
cutting
stuff.
board, they use their they'll just put like a hot dog in their hand and just cut it like this, and just so because they want people to go use a fucking cutting board, and they'll like get a million
Wow.
comments of people being like, "Don't cut that in your hand, you moron."
Oh, wow.
Just to drive you crazy. crazy. There's people like scratching down like a chalkboard or something.
Yeah. Well, we did good with the whole internet thing.
Yeah.
It was a great idea. Thank you.
Yeah.
Holy shit. What do you got, Sam? What's your 3 real quick, bud?
Oh God.
I'm gonna run for a bubbly. Does anyone
Okay.
need
Oh,
to
hell
be?
yeah.
Yeah,
Anybody
I'll
need to
take
be
one.
rebubbed?
I
I'll
would
take a bub.
one.
Thank you.
I love that song that I don't know the name of, where it's like it's a funk song where it's like da da da.
Oh, Earth, Wind, and Fire's September? That's an honorable mention of mine, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
that
yeah.
fucking that shit just gets stuck
Wedding
in my
jam.
head
And-
randomly
well,
all
let
the
me-
time.
And I'll tell you why it's notable that Sam that it's impressive that you specifically saying that. Sam used to work at a wedding venue, and there's no more abused wedding song than fucking September.
There is. There definitely
Yeah, well,
is.
We Are Family.
We Are
yeah,
Family,
yeah.
the Cupid Shuffle.
Oh, yeah,
That's
okay,
the
sure.
most blatantly annoying
Yeah,
one. I
My
think.
Girl usually.
Yeah, with
Get-
Journey, Don't Stop Believing brings the house down.
That Meatloaf song. Stop right there. Boom.
Oh yeah,
Really? I fucking hate that song.
damn. All right.
But
So,
Earth, Wind, and Fire, some of the key players live up here.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
what else you got, Sam? Earth,
Well, I
Wind,
was
and
gonna
Fire.
say that Meatloaf song. But
Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Sorry, man.
Sorry, man.
I've been listening to Too Short, Way Too Real recently. It's got a bass line that just keeps going. He talks about how he has to go to San Jose to get his radio fixed in his car, so he can get his music playing real loud. He
man.
goes and hangs out with NBA star Gary Payton. He has a fun little day.
That seems very possible at this point in
Little
time.
D, the opposite
Oh,
of
yeah,
word,
he definitely was hanging out. I don't know about the fixes radio part. I believe the Gary Payton part 100%. And then let's just say, I don't know, just a classic of mine, UGK, Pinky Ring.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow,
There you go.
another just great bass line. Song I've listened to a million times.
I don't know it.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Houston.
It's a Texas rap artist from their 1996 album Riding Dirty, one of the most influential rap albums of all time.
Bun B, Pimp C.
Yeah.
What about
UGK?
the new diss rap against Drake?
Oh,
Not like
yeah.
us.
yeah.
Like us.
That's a pretty good song.
No, I like that.
it.
Yeah,
I
it's
listened
good.
to it so much that now I don't like it anymore because I liked it so
in
much.
the beginning.
Yeah.
It is very funny hearing that song playing at the wine bar that I work at. It's like, you a pedophile. Whap, 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 whap. People are just like, he's having wine.
When Yorgo actually asked this question of us originally, it was right around the time that came out, and I did have that on my list because at the time I was spending basically every day watching YouTubers reacting to that song in real time, like they'd never heard it before, and they're just hitting every lyric and be like, "Holy shit!"
Man, that little run of singles against Drake was.
It was
we all remember.
I
where
was
we
in
were.
I was in Ohio. I was doing stand up. I was driving from Indianapolis to Cleveland when all that was going down, and so I was just very dangerously driving down the interstate in Ohio, being like, "All right, give me another hit. Let me hear that again."
That is a song that when it plays, I start jamming out every time.
Yeah, hell yeah. So
I
that's
haven't
a
put it on
great
myself in a while, but you just hear it out of cars everywhere
Yes.
out
Yes.
here.
Does Drake? Does he respond to that at all? Yeah.
He tried, but no
tried.
one cared.
His response was like, "I'm glad that we got to do this."
Yeah, literally.
it was like,
I think
"Hey, I'm
his
glad that you're back
response
in
was
it,
like,
man."
"Hey, you said I was hanging out with that girl. I was, but like not like that."
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
bad.
No,
But anyways, bygones be bygones. Let's just keep going. Yeah.
Let's be friends now, please.
Stop.
the song he put out is called "The Heart Part 6," and at the end of it, it literally almost sounds like he's walking away from the microphone. Like, he's just like, "Yeah, it was a good exhibition, but like, I'm glad it's over." Like, I can almost hear him just leaving.
Yeah.
So yeah, thoroughly chastened during that. What do you got, Carter?
On this list, I put "Summer Highland Falls" by Billy Joel. I do.
Fuck yeah.
I do enjoy that song.
Let's go smoke cigs by the dock, my
Man,
friend.
it's got that piano part. It's great.
Yeah, dude.
Life is either sadness or euphoria. Come on.
Hey, I'd put "Sleeping with the Television On" somewhere in my top 20 somewhere. I'm a Joel guy.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
I recently started listening a lot to I'm 37, so my high school experience was like movies from the early 2000s. So like,
Okay.
like the song "Let Go" by Fro Fro.
Oh, from Garden State?
Yeah, the Garden State song.
Let
like
go.
I just like I heard it on the radio. I was like, it took me right back to 2004. I was like, oh man,
That's
it's such a. I mean, that movie's so bad, and it's like his attempt to do like a graduate situation or
Yeah.
something. It's not a good song, but I don't know.
hey,
In that moment, I was like, oh man, I'm a teenager.
no, hey, that soundtrack's got
Only Living Boy in New York is the highlight.
Yeah, Such Great Heights, I believe, is on there. Is that
Oh
right?
yeah. Postal Service.
Yeah. There's some jams on there.
All right, and I guess like the third one, I'll do a tie of 93 Till Infinity by Souls of Mischief.
Souls of Mischief,
That's
fuck
like
yeah.
the coolest song.
I think they're playing soon. In
Are they
LA.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I wanna go to
I
that.
was like, I didn't even know those guys. I didn't know their status. They're around. They're playing in LA.
All right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that or Sparky's Dream by Teenage Fan Club.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I love that song.
All right. Hell yeah. Well, shout out to Yorgo in the Discord for that question. Yeah. Actually, I met Yorgo in person in Indiana, so right around the time of the Kendrick beef, so it's kind of appropriate.
Where do you live? Where's your?
Oh, I don't want to blow up Yorgo's spot. Somewhere between Indianapolis, greater Indianapolis.
Is it called Bloomington?
No.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So anyway, well, shout out to him. If you've got top threes you wishes to populate and opine upon, please tweet at us at The Goods Pod, message us on Facebook at The Goods Pod, or join the Discord, linktree.com/The Goods Pod.